After high school, there were other things I wanted to do before heading off to college. Now that I'm ready to pursue a career, Columbia Basin College's Learning Opportunity Center is giving me the extra help I need to continue on the career path that I choose.
With us now is Michelle Smith. You wouldn't know this by just looking at her, but this busy woman has a family, works 2 part-time jobs, and is a full-time student at CBC, where she maintains a 3.6 GPA. However, Michelle's road to college wasn't a traditional one, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Did you ever think back when you were an alternative high school student that one day you'll be here?
No, I didn't even imagine it. To be honest, I was happy just to be done with school. In alternative high school, you kind of, I felt like, for me, I wanted to just hurry up and get through with school so that I could get on to the next phase of my life, which was being married to my high school sweetheart.
Yeah, and your family, I understand you're a first-generation college student?
I am, and the funds just weren't there to be going off to college. My grandma did make my husband make a promise to her that I would eventually go to college, and he's now making that come to fruition.
That's wonderful. So almost 20 years has elapsed since you were in high school and when you first enrolled in CBC. What filled your life prior to attending CBC?
Well, like I said, I married my high school sweetheart. He was in the military, and so we traveled all around to Europe and to the East Coast. And when he got out, just before he got out, we had a baby, and then we moved up to New Hampshire, and then over to Alaska, where we had, or no, wait, New Hampshire, where we had another baby, and then up to Alaska, where we lived for a while, and then moved down here. And so I've worked part-time jobs, volunteered here and there, just done the normal mom thing, exactly whatever I could do to make the community better or make my children's lives better.
Great. So I'm sure the decision to go back to school wasn't an easy one. What were some of the misconceptions or doubts that you had prior to enrolling?
I was so nervous. There were so many doubts. I was worried that I wouldn't fit in. I was worried that I'd be too old. I was concerned about the money. I didn't think that I could do it. Like I said, in a high school, an alternative high school, it was a pass-fail grade system. And so, truthfully, I came to CBC with a 1.95 GPA. And I found out quickly that I could do it. Like you said, I now have a 3.6, and it's so exciting. My oldest son is in high school, and my younger is in junior high. And it's almost like now we compete for grades. We all want to do, like, high-five each other on who got a better grade and just kind of really try to encourage one another that way. The other thing is being around fellow students. I kind of feel like there's so much support there. CBC doesn't only offer support through the students. They're very encouraging, but the staff is encouraging. I was able to join the TRIO department, and which is Student Support Services, and they help me. They kind of become your second family. Mm-hmm. Any paperwork I couldn't fill out, the CBC staff was ready to help me, and I just feel so encouraged there.
Wonderful. And you mentioned the age difference. And what did your counselor first, say when you were kind of concerned about being an older student?
She told me that I was going to either be 40 with a degree or 40 without a degree, and the choice was really up to me. And that really hit home because I kind of wanted that confidence in having a degree.
So now you're in your second year at CBC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What has been your most surprising reward that you've got, since you've gone back to school?
Well, like I said, my boys and I, we compete for grades. We try to see who can get good grades. And so with that, though, before I started college, I haven't received an A since junior high. And so getting an A on my first paper since junior high was pretty exciting. And then one day my son was doing homework, and he asked me if I could help him with algebra. And I could. And for both of us, we both kind of clicked that, right on, Mom can do it. And so that was one of the biggest, that was worth every penny of time that I've spent here at CBC. So, yeah, and then another thing that's happened since I've been at CBC is my kids, I was wanting to give up going to school and just get my associates and stop, where my goal is to actually go further and to become a nurse. And I was telling my children one night at dinner, and my older boy looked at me and said, "Really, Mom? So you're just going to give up?" What what a moment to know that they actually want to see me go further and set those goals for myself. And having children in high school and in junior high, I realized that those goals I set for myself are going to only help them when they're older, help them set goals for themselves as well. Something else cool that's happened though is being able to like call my parents and grandparents, because they are behind me whenever I get the high five over the phone that yeah, you've done well, and they never thought I'd make it that far. They kind of put that in with a little, I try not to, but I know they're thinking it.
That's great. So it's never too late to start or finish your college degree?
Absolutely not. I encourage everyone I come in contact with, if they're even wavering or thinking that they're not smart enough or that they can't do it, I encourage them to get out there, come to CBC, just come and try it. Just come and fill out an application and see what it can do for their lives.
Right. Well, you're proof that it can be done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, this concludes this episode of Campus to Community. If you would like more information on the topics we discussed, there will be contact information at the end of the program. For general information about CBC, call 547-0511 or visit us on the web at www.columbiabasin.edu. I'm Dawn Alford. Thank you for watching.